Alright, what's going on, guys? So in for repair today, I have an iPhone XS Max, and what's going on with it is it's unable to activate. I'm trying to see if I can get it to the screen so I can show you guys exactly what's going on here, because I'm sure there's other people that have experienced this, and I'm not sure if this is a fix for it. Uh, I'm just trying something with this phone to see if it'll work, because from previous videos that I've watched, it all seems like it has something to do with the board separation. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to put the board in the heater, and I'm just going to kind of maybe shift the board just a little bit, enough to see if maybe the balls have cracked just from dropping the phone too many times, and maybe that will actually bring the solder back into unification, where it just kind of um, comes back together as a ball and form a solder ball and make a good joint. Because I think between the board, the sandwich board, I think the solders are cracked. That's what I'm thinking. I might be wrong, but I just want to try it. This is where we're at so far. I'm going to give it a few more minutes and see where we get from there. It should actually turn on. And while that's happening, I'm getting my iPhone X board heater, and I'm just going to get it plugged up. Okay, so here we are, and this is what it's doing. So if you have something similar to what's happening here, maybe this might be a fix for you. If you have the tools, maybe. It might not be a solve all kind of fix. It might just work for me, might not work for you. I'm just kind of, going through the process of what I've learned from watching other videos and seeing the same image. I'm trying to kind of take that and say, hey, you know what? I might not have a completely damaged phone here. I might just have, solder balls that I just can simply put on the heater, and that will do it. So we're going to try that here. And I'm going to get you guys to, okay, so you can see this on my desk. That's good. Okay. And there we go. I got the board out. So what I'm going to do is between here, I'm just going to put some, just trying my best to get some flux in between here. Okay. And there we go. And I did already break the tape off from here. There's usually a tape that actually holds, not hold, but it connects the bottom board and the top board. And I did go ahead and I removed that already. No, I was going to remove that also, but I'm not going to remove that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it in this heater right there. As you guys can see from this camera, you can see my hand right there, and I got that turned on. Let's turn some light on it so you guys maybe can see that a little bit better. And I'm going to wait till it's get up to temp. Once it gets up to temp, then the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my microscope, and I'm going to look at the side of the board, because I just want to, push it just a little bit, just enough to say, hey, I need to know if you're moving or not. So that's as much as I'm going to do with it. So let's wait. I'm just gonna go inside my microscope so you guys can see what's going on here with it. And there you go. You guys get a better idea or better picture. Right? And I'm just waiting, like I said, as soon as I push this and it's moving a little bit, that's going to let me know that uh, this thing is up to temp and I can now be confident in the little push that I'm giving it that it's the solder ball that's underneath there, if they're all melted, they'll just come together. That's what I'm hoping for. That I'm hoping that will solve the problem. If it doesn't, then I don't think I'll go any further with this board, only because I don't think it'll be worth the fix, at least for me. So this is one of my devices. So if it's something like that that's really major, I don't um, tend to go much further because these are devices that I'm selling to customers. I just kind of leave it alone. And not that there's anything wrong with them. I just prefer not to have devices that are going to be sold to my customers to be devices that I've had to do motherboard repair on. Most of my motherboard repairs, if they're phones, they're for data. Um, because I just think something like this will have a problem in the long run, eventually again or whatever. I just think this is going to be a problem, and I have to deal with this because I give a warranty. So I'm still waiting on it. Look at it again. Able to bump it yet? Well, not that I'm not able to bump it, but it's not moving. That's my indication of okay. So that looks like it's actually moving now. So the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the heat and I'm going to press back down on the board just to make sure that everything goes back into place. See that, and the board looks like it's flexing a little bit. So I'm just going to keep holding this until I think it's cooled down where once I lift this, it's not moving. which I'm thinking maybe another minute or two, if that. And I actually seen I think it's a just like a reheating plate for this. Looks like it hasn't fully set in place yet, so it's probably because it's still on the hot plate and the hot plate is cooling down. Burn my finger again. Let's see if we can get this thing pressed down real good here. Seems like it cooled off as soon as I took it off of there. All it down here looks pretty good. I don't like right there. There is okay. That's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and really did a number on my finger. Um, let's go ahead and let's connect it up and let's see what happens. Cooling down. It's not all the way cool yet, but we'll go ahead and start putting it together, and then we're gonna wait a few more minutes before we actually connect the charger up to it or anything else, and I'm gonna see what happens from there. Sorry, you guys are watching. You guys can't even see me fumbling around with this thing trying to get it back inside the housing. Right, so there we go. And I'm not sure what else it's gonna take. I think I have to actually reinstall the OS also to get it past there. I'm not 100% sure. So I think what I'll do is maybe I do have to do multiple different parts, and that way I can come back and show you guys the second part and kind of go over what happened. And so let's see. Let's turn it on. If it turns on again. Okay, so we do have it powering on. And like I said, I think I have to. Um, I think I do have to. Right now, it's telling me to connect to the Mac. So I'm connected to the PC right now, and I'm not finding any Wi-Fi. So, like I said, up at that top part might be my problem. And because I just kind of shifted a little bit and I didn't press down on it enough, then I'm not getting any Wi-Fi here. So I'm going to end this video right here and make a second part where I go back and I will double check everything before I complete this video. So let me end this one here, connect this up to my other computer, restore it, see what happens, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, so I'll see you in the next video.